Hey guys, welcome to another Top Table Wargaming video. This video is a review for, as you can see, it's a review for a miniature, but I'm going to do a set of videos which review miniatures, games, scenery, new releases, gaming mats, hopefully, all being well. Whatever I can get my hands on, and I'll review and give you guys my opinions on it. Today I'm going to be reviewing Thorin Oakenshield on Pony, also known as Random Prince on Pony, from the Unreleased Minatures range. Now I've had I think pretty much every release from these guys, and I'm in contact quite regularly with Adam on Facebook about them, and I have to say I'm really impressed with what these guys have done. I think I wish they'd have done it a long time ago, but I think now's a good time. They're releasing the miniatures that we never got, that we should have got. They're doing a really good job of it. They're not just rushing them out, which is what I like. The quality is amazing. The resin that they use is a really good quality resin. It's not too brittle, it's not too bendy. Obviously it is resin, so you can't be too heavy-handed with it, as you wouldn't be able to with any type of resin, but generally it is a good quality resin. This mini in particular, it comes in 3 parts. You have the pony, you have the prince, aka Thorin, and you have a small sprue with a couple of options for his hands. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to take it off the sprue just now. I'll do probably a second part of the review for this miniature once he's painted up and I decide on the weapons options that I want to use for him, but that'll come at a later date. This is basically just to give you an idea of my thoughts on the quality and value for money. Now, speaking of value for money, these miniatures, they're not cheap by a long stretch, but saying that, Unreleased Minatures is a very small, basically from what I can make out, it's 2 guys. It's Adam and the sculptor. Adam does all the marketing and the legwork and the advertising, which is a very difficult job in itself. They're not a big company that can just run off thousands and thousands and thousands of minis. They'll be working to budgets. Again, it's a small business. They're not doing it for the good of their health. They're not just using their own time to please all the rest of us and get these minis out. There has to be profit margins involved. I do not know what their profit margins are. Well, I, for one, think, as far as it goes, this is value for money. It's a great miniature. The detail, I don't know if it's coming up very well, on the miniature itself is very good. It's not a perfect likeness, but it's obvious who it is. The armour is spectacular. I've got to say that. The sculpting on the armour is really good. And then you've got the cloak and all the different details. I think it's really cool. I did have a couple of issues with very minute air bubbles. Nothing that couldn't be sorted out. If we look on the sprue, you can probably see at the end of Orcrist, I've had to put some putty in, but again, it was nothing that was too difficult. And whilst we get hold of the sprue, the options are, obviously you've got Orcrist, which is his weapon of choice here, and then the other hand you can have him just holding the reins, or you can have him with the Oakenshield. I'm probably going to magnetise mine so I can chop and change, but I'll show you that in another video. So there is the sprue, and then the pony. Now, the pony is a bit like Marmite to people from conversations that I've had. If you're not from the UK and you don't know what Marmite is, it's basically yeast extract that you spread on your toast. I happen to love Marmite, but a lot of people hate it, and their punchline in the adverts is you either love it or you hate it. I actually like this pony, for the simple reason that it's different than any pony that I've seen. It's a nice, like, long-haired, sort of like a Shetland pony, and I just think it suits well. It's gone off the design from the movie, obviously, and it's a nice pose. I'm kind of hoping deep down, whether it will happen or not, that at some point Adam decides that we could get all 13 dwarves on ponies and we get a few different poses, that'd be really cool, with different gear on them, etc. That'd be nice. But yeah, that's the pony. I think it does the job. It's a nice sculpt. So all in all, out of 10, I'd probably give this mini 7.5. Yeah, 7 point. Let's say 8. I'll give it 8. Slight room for improvement. The only, again, it's no. I'm not slating anything about it. I think it's done really, really well. I definitely recommend going out and buying one. If anything, I would have liked to have seen a bit more of a dynamic pose of him on the charge. I know he's not like that in the movie on the pony, but for gaming purposes, I think it would just look cool. But that's my only negative, if that is a negative. So yeah, so I recommend going out and picking yourself up this totally random Dwarf Prince on pony, and get using him in your war games. There's a profile there for him, so there's no reason not to. Okay guys, that's the end of that review. Let me know what you think of the review. Let me know if you like the format. Let me know if there's any other details that you'd prefer me to talk about minis, etc. Again, I'm really new to all this, so I'm picking it up as I go along. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you soon. Cheers guys, bye bye.